Very good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss about sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Fusion of male and female gametes to form a diploid zygote which develops into a new individual is called as sexual reproductions. In the previous class we have talked about very detailed in sexual reproduction. Here sexual reproduction seen in animals are of two types. One is synchrony and another one is conjugation. First, let us start with synchrony. Synchrony. What is synchrony? Synchrony involves the complete and permanent fusion of two haploid gametes to form a diploid zygote. This process is known as synchrony. Let us see the picture. This is one haploid egg. This is a haploid sperm. The sperm and egg fuse together to form a diploid zygote. This process showing the synchrony or fertilization. Whereas in conjugation, the conjugation is the temporary union of the two mating types of individuals of the same species material. Here the pairing of gametes, it's known as a conjugates. The conjugates may be either isogamous, which is seen in parameciums, or anisogamous, which is seen in verticilla. This is known as a conjugation method of sexual reproduction. This is seen in parameciums. Let us here you can see the female fish lays the eggs in the water medium. Then the male fish spread sperm over the eggs. Then the male and female gametes fuse together to form a zygote. This process is known as external fertilization. Internal fertilization is the process. Here the fusion of male and female gametes takes place within the body of female organisms, inside the body of the female organisms. This is seen in reptiles, mammals, etc. Synchrony has again different types. Depending upon the degree of differentiation of the fusing gametes, synchrony may be of the following type. One is autogamy. Autogamy, the gametes derived from the same parent cells is known as autogamy. This is seen in the paramecium, aurelia, etc. The next one is exogamy. Fusing gametes are involved from different parents. Here cross fertilization occurs in this exogamy. So the parent is biparental. Here the parent is a biparental in nature. Example, human being, etc. It is very common method in synchrony. Next one is a hologamy. Hologamy means here the two mature individuals begin as gametes. This is known as a hologamy. Example of hologamy is this is seen in Trichonympha. Next one is paedogamy. Paedogamy means the fusing individuals are young. Here the sexual union of young individual produced immediately after the division of the adult parent. This is known as a paedogamy. Next one is a merogamy. Merogamy, the fusion of small size and morphologically different gametes takes place here. This is known as a merogamy. Next one is a isogamy. Isogamy means two fusing gametes are morphologically as well as physiologically similar to each other. Morphologically means fusing gametes are morphologically as well as physiologically similar to each other. This is known as isogamy. This is seen in chlamydomonas and monocystis. Next one is anisogamy. Anisogamy is otherwise known as heterogamy. When two fusing gametes are morphologically different from each other. This is seen in frog and rabbits and human beings, etc. Here the gametes are called heterogametes. The sperm is smaller in size and the ovum or egg is thick gametes. The gametes are different in size. Sperm is smaller in size but in egg is bigger in size. Next, this diagrammatic picture shows the isogamy and anisogamy of synchrony. Isogamy and anisogamy. The first picture shows isogamy. What is isogamy? The fusing of two gametes morphologically or physiologically similar to each other. This is known as isogamy. So in this picture shows the symbol is a male, this symbol plus symbol is a female. So here both are similar in size. Whereas in anisogamy, this picture shows female is bigger in size, whereas in male is a smaller in size. Both are morphologically different each other. This is known as anisogamy. Next, let us discuss about phases of life cycle. What is life cycle? Life cycle is defined as the developmental stages that occur during an organism's lifetime. Is known as a life cycle. In every organism has undergo three phases of life cycle. One is juvenile phase, or otherwise known as vegetative phase. The second one is reproductive phase, or otherwise known as maturity phase. The third one is senescent phase or aging. Let us start with juvenile phase or vegetative phase. In this phase, the individual has not attained reproductive maturity. This is known as a juvenile phase. Here the period of growth between the birth of the individuals up to reproductive maturity. This is known as a juvenile phase. The next one is reproductive phase. In this phase, the person attain reproductive maturity. They are then able to reproduce and gives birth to young ones. On the basis of breedings, animals are of two types. One is seasonal breeders and another one is continuous breeders. First, let us start with the seasonal breeders. In seasonal breeders reproduce at a particular period of the year. This is known as seasonal breeders. This is seen in frog and lizards. Breeders animals are of two types. One is seasonal breeders and next one is continuous breeders. Let us start with seasonal breeders. In seasonal breeders reproduces at a particular period of the year. Example, frog and lizard. Whereas in continuous breeders, it continue to breed through their sexual maturity. This is known as continuous breeders. Example, honeybees and rabbits, etc. Next one is a senescent phase. It begins from the end of the reproductive phase. The terminal irreversible stage of the aging is. Let us discuss about parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is a type of asexual reproduction involving the development of female gametes without fertilization. So, without fertilization takes place in the asexual reproductions. These organisms produces by parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis was first discovered by Charles Burnett in 1745. There are two types of parthenogenesis. One is natural and another one is artificial. One more type is pseudogenetic. Let us discuss of them one by one. First, let us start with natural parthenogenesis. In natural parthenogenesis, it occurs in certain animals. Parthenogenesis occurs naturally in their life cycles. This is known as natural parthenogenesis. Natural parthenogenesis is further classified into two types. One is incomplete parthenogenesis and another one is complete parthenogenesis. Let us start with complete parthenogenesis. A few insects have no males and no sexual phase. Such organisms depend upon self-reproductions. This is known as a complete parthenogenesis. Whereas in incomplete parthenogenesis, unfertilized egg produce males and the fertilized egg produce females. This type is called as incomplete parthenogenesis. This is seen in the honeybees. Next, discuss about artificial parthenogenesis. Here the fertilized egg sometimes develop parthenogenetically by various chemical and physical factors, process known as artificial parthenogenesis. Last one is a pseudogenetic parthenogenesis. Here the larva produce a new generation of larva by parthenogenesis. It occurs in the sporocyst and radia larva of liver flu. From this topic, we would expect some important questions. One is define isogamy. The second one is difference between isogamy and anisogamy. Third one is define teletoky. Here teletoky means female produces by parthenogenesis is known as teletoky. It is seen in the Solanobia. Next one is parthenogenesis. What is parthenogenesis? Parthenogenesis, development of an egg into a complete individual without fertilization is known as developed parthenogenesis. The next, explain about phases of life cycle. Organisms have three types of phases of life cycle. One is vegetative phase, next one is a reproductive phase, and third one is a senescent phase or aging. The next question is difference between complete and incomplete parthenogenesis. A complete parthenogenesis means here there is no biparental sexual reproduction occurs and there is no male organisms are produced here. Whereas in incomplete parthenogenesis, both sexual reproductions and parthenogenesis occur simultaneously. Female eggs produced by fertilized egg and the male produced by the unfertilized egg. These two are the major differences of complete and incomplete parthenogenesis. Okay, thank you.